If you want to win some free PSN or Xbox gift cards, all you gotta do is be subscribed to my channel, drop a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to turn on notifications.
Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my new series, How to Get Better at Black Ops 3. Well, kind of my old series that I restarted, and you guys left like so many comments on my last video, which was How to Be a God in Black Ops 3. There was, I think, over 1,000 comments and like 3,000 likes, so I picked some of those comments to answer in this video, and then of course you guys can leave more comments down below on this video or comments from the old video. I'll be getting and keeping this series going every couple of days, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Like I said, the last one got 3,000 likes. If this episode can get 3,000 likes, I'm not sure if we can hit it, but I know if everyone watching this right now and listening to me just smacks that like button, it only takes like a millisecond. Just hit that like button, helps me out a ton and helps out the channel and the whole series grow as a whole to make it better. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and let's get right into the questions. First question comes from Nidak or Nadak. He says, I want to know how to be more consistent with my gameplay. One game I can go 40-3, having the game of my life, and then the next I go brutally negative. Gob, if you could make tips that could help, that would be much appreciated. If anyone else has any tips, you can please reply to this comment. Thank you. This was one of the top comments on that last video. So basically, this guy's issue is consistency. He's going 40-3 one game, and then the next game he might go 10-20 or 10-15. Now, the tips that I can give for this, of course, you can't have the game of your life every single game. That's just not how life works. That's not how, Call of Duty works, or pretty much anything. No one can be perfectly consistent, but there's definitely tips to help with this. First of all, you want to play, and I've said this in my last video, but this completely goes with your question. You want to use the same sort of stuff, play the same maps and the same game modes, and that's the way to stay consistent. If your best thing is Nuketown Hardpoint, when it comes up with the voting, you want to vote for Nuketown Hardpoint. If TDM, you really suck at Redwood, you don't want to ever play Redwood. You can literally just avoid maps by, oh, it's Redwood TDM, I can back out. Oh, it's Nuketown, I'm gonna stay. And now some people would say, oh, you're lobby picking or lobby surfing or whatever, but in Call of Duty, it's a casual game. You can literally just back out of the menu. Usually I don't back out once you're already in the game, because that can count as a loss, and if you care about your stats and all that sort of stuff, once you've already in the game, you might as well just stay unless you're getting completely stomped. But if you're in the menu and you see a game mode or a map that you don't like, you might as well just go and search. It only takes a second usually. You can find another match. Also, to stay consistent, use the same sort of streaks and guns that work the best for you. You can check your barracks and see your combat record, which guns have the highest KD, which you have the highest accuracy with, and using those will help you to stay consistent. That's pretty much all I got for this one. Of course, you can never be completely consistent. Everyone has bad games, everyone has insane games, but those are some tips to help with that. Next question is, what do you need to do to get a better accuracy and to die less? Now, this is kind of a two-part question. Better accuracy, I've given a lot of tips on that in the past, so I don't really want to cover that one, but it's very simple stuff. Stuff like using quick draw, using grip, using stock, being ready for the gunfights before, and simply, making sure you're hitting those shots, having your aim assist turned on. Pretty simple stuff. How to die less. This is a good question. This is one that I want to spend some significant time on for today's video. How to die less is a good question, because in turn from dying less, you're going to be raising your KD and raising your stats. You still want to be getting a lot of kills, but dying less definitely helps in a game like Call of Duty, where it's based so much around your score streaks, because score streaks can get you like a full set of streaks, can literally get you 10 to 20 kills. So you want to die less. First tip is very simple. Stay to the outskirts of the map. You want to always stay to the outskirts of the map. If you're playing domination, you're standing on B flag. Of course, that can be good for your objective, but you're going to be dying a ton of times. Next tips for dying less is you can use some sort of stealth class setups. Personally, I don't like stealth class setups in Black Ops 3, but if you're having issues with that and, you want to maneuver on the outskirts of the map and stay alive, a silencer, throw it on ghost silencer, stuff like that is going to help so much, as well as Sixth Sense, Dead Silence. There are some pretty good stealth class setups. I might have to make one in the future, but I think I made one like when Black Ops 2 first came out. Stealth classes are very helpful in staying alive. The other tip would be, of course, to use your mini-map. Use UAVs. Use counter UAVs. Use stuff that helps you in ways other than just getting kills. A lot of people think it's just, oh, just get some kills, get some kills. You want to be positioning yourself correctly, and by doing that, you're going to be able to die less and in turn build up a higher KD. and build up higher score streaks. So those are the tips I would give to stay alive longer and to die less. There's, of course, a bunch more tips, but I have a lot of questions to get to, and that's some good advice for that one. Next question is going to be, hey Goblin, my problem is I really love using the VMP, but the problem is its iron sight, which is really shaky. I think it's shaking, which is making it really hard to hit the enemy. I run grip, fast mags, please help me with this. And by the way, which console do you play on? Thanks and love your video. So I appreciate that comment. I play on the PS4. I have like every console. I played on 360 before when it was last gen, and then I played on Xbox One a bit for AW, and then I switched over to PS4 since then. But the question here is pretty simple answer here. So you like the VMP, you love it, but you don't really like the iron sight. So for this, I would say you want to run a, preferably I would say an ELO sight. ELO is usually the best for SMGs. The red dot sight is a bit more bulky and takes up more of the screen. Same with the Varric scope, and while that can help you with the recoil, you don't really have that big of a recoil issue with the VMP. So I would say probably run ELO sight here. And usually what I will do is if there's a gun that I hate the iron sights on, or I don't prefer it, like the Man of War, I will just swap out my third perk and take that off, and sometimes I'll run completely no third perk, and then I'll run the ELO sight, because third perk is probably the least useful one. First perk and second perks are very important in Black Ops 3. Third perk is helpful, but you can live without Tac Mask or without Blast Suppressor or without Dead Silence. So the class up that I think I would recommend for you is you would want to run the VMP with the ELO sight. And then for your, as far as your perks, you said you were running grip and fast mags. You can run grip, fast mags, and quick draw, because quick draw will help you out with that ELO sight and make the gun a little bit more. I mean, it won't really help with the gun shaking, but the ELO sight will, which goes hand in hand with quick draw. And then as far as attachments, I would just use regular VMP attachments, something like a flak jacket, fast hands, and scavenger. So hopefully that class setup helps you out. Next question is, hey Goblin, how do you fix the Call of Duty reload habit? It seems to always get me killed. Now, a lot of people always ask about this and always talk about this. Basically what they're talking about is after every kill they reload, and sometimes it gets them caught. For me, I've never really had that issue. I've never found that, like in a game like CSGO, of course, this can, like, it takes a long time to reload. If you're caught reloading, you can literally lose a round off that. And that's why people, you'll see CSGO pros and good players, they'll be confident with 10 bullets in their clip, however, or in their magazine. But in Call of Duty and in Black Ops 3, I don't think it's that big of an issue. It depends on the gun you're running. First thing I would say is, if this is your habit of always reloading, sometimes it's not the best to like try to destroy that habit. Sometimes it's best to build around that habit. So run a gun with a fast reload and with a fast mags. If you're running like a Vesper or a VMP or a Kuda with fast mags, the reload is literally instant, so you wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't mess you up too much. Also, another tip I can give you for this is learn how to reload cancel, whether you're pressing YY on your controller, whether you're sprinting. There's different ways of reload cancel. I mean, sprint doesn't work for Black Ops 3, I don't think. I think there might be a setting, I'm not sure if that was Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3, but learn how to reload cancel and build your class setups around that, and you should be fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal as people make it out to be. Next question is Crazy K Gaming. I recently played in an arena match with you on BO3. I noticed your heavy use of your secondary in your M8 class. I would like to ask when's the best time to use secondary over M8, and when's the best time to use M8 over secondary. So this is a really good question, and honestly I have a fairly simple answer for it. So the M8 and the RK5 is what he's referring to. That's what I like to use, and that's probably like the best class for competitive for like ARs. So it's very simple. M8 always at long range. RK5 when either A, you're out of bullets in the M8 and you don't have time to reload, you just quickly fast hands pull out that pistol, or B, when you're going into a close quarters building. The M8 sucks with hip firing. The it takes a while to aim down sights, especially if you have long barrel and not quick draw. The RK5, quick to aim down sights, really good hip fire. So if I'm playing on a map like Nuketown, for example, or say I'm playing on Fringe, what I would do is if I'm running into a building, we'll just say Nuketown for an easy example, I'm using the M8 across the whole map. If I'm going to try to push their building, push up the stairs into the top of their building, I'm using the RK5 for that most of the time, because that will help me out there. And of course, then also when I run out of ammo, that's usually when secondaries should be used. Of course, if you have like that's why I don't really run secondaries on like SMGs or anything, because usually you can either pick up a gun as your secondary, or you can just, like, you're never going to want to pick the RK5 over a Kuda at close range. I mean, the RK5 is kind of broken, though, so you might want to, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's for guns that, like the Shiva or the M8, that suck at close range, and you can get caught reloading or stuck in a reload because you don't have fast hands on it. or fast mag, sorry. So that's what I would say there. RK5, definitely a good secondary and definitely good to run with any assault rifles that suck at close range, or even LMGs, or of course definitely snipers and shotguns. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys could drop a like on this thing, I'd really appreciate that. 3,000 likes is a big goal. If we could hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Leave your questions in the comment section down below. Of course, I can only get to a few per video. I wish I could answer every single one, but I'm gonna read them, pick the best ones, and try to answer some different questions every single video. Thanks for watching. Sub for Cookie and Outlooky, and I'm out. Peace.